here.
Yo, you people, what it is, it's your boy Figure Elite, and welcome back to the toy department. Today we're going down our A6 Star Wars Black Series, Boba Fett, Lando, Skiff Guard, Leia, Bosch on deck in the toy department. So yo, yeah, I don't know too much to say about it. It's Black Series, so you know, my thing with it was I was in, I was out, I got what I wanted. And what happened was, I noticed that I hadn't did a Star Wars Black Series video in a minute. So I pulled out Boba Fett because he was the next one up or whatnot. Decided that I was going to do it and was like, you know what? I don't even have anything to kind of go with him. So I did what any collector would do. I went to Ollie's. I found that Lando. I was like, okay, now I can get it popping. So some days had went by. I was planning stuff, you know, everybody was on their little, you know, half a vacay for the holiday with Thanksgiving, and I ended up back in Ollie's. So, what did I see? Leia. I was like, you know what? I could just grab her, put all three of them together, since I missed out on them when they was doing the whole orange and blue line. I missed out, so I might as well go ahead and grab her, and then I could just throw her in the video. I know I usually do a feature, and this one is featuring 3 figs instead of 2. So I'm like killing 3 birds with 1 stone on this hookup. And everything worked out really good. So the Lando and the Bosch, Leia, they came from Ollie's. And my man Boba Fett, I've had him for a minute. He is Orange Line, Black Series, and I got him off of Amazon. Like, I could not find him in the wild, like nowhere. And everything kind of went the way it was supposed to go. I just happened to be on Amazon. I seen him. He was at retail online, so I went ahead and snatched him up. So I've had him for a minute. If you know anything about the orange and the blue line when the Black Series dropped. So, you know, everything kind of worked itself all the way out. And my thing with Black Series has always been its articulation. If it's not articulated very well, just in general, it may be able to be articulated well, but there might be some pouches or some flaps in the way and whatnot. So it is very limited articulation on that Boba Fett. I mean, I can get him in some poses or whatnot, but I can't really scoop him all the way up. Same thing with the Leia. I haven't had her that long, but still, you know, these flaps right here get in the way. But that Lando, man, that's a whole different monster. Completely. Because, I mean, everything about this cat, as far as the Lando is concerned, all his articulation, man, the ankle rockers, the ab crunch, double jointed knees, everything is there. And it's completely different from the Boba Fett. Completely different from that slave Leia. Completely different from, you know, the Bosch Leia, everything that comes along with it. And, you know, counter to all the other, you know, Black Series that I've done videos on and that I've just pulled out of the boxes and just kind of mess with. His articulation so far is the best. I mean, Kylo Ren can give him a run for the money, but, you know, all in all, he has the best articulation out of him. So with this being, you know, this whole Return of the Jedi type thing, that was mainly where I was at, and that's kind of where I stayed when it came to my Black Series. I mean, if they were in episode 6, or episode 4, 5, and 6, you know what I'm saying, I kind of stayed within that realm, but it seemed like Return of the Jedi was the main one that I was like pulling all these Black Series figs from. And I still, regardless of the articulation on them, you know, just trying to get them to do what I want them to do or pose them up so I can kind of get what I'm looking for. You know, it's still just, you know, the aesthetic is pleasing to the eye. It looks like Return of the Jedi. You know, that one being my favorite Star Wars hookup. It worked itself all the way out. So I to be honest with you, I don't have any problems with any of the figures, regardless of the articulation. or what. It's not an issue for me. The issue or what I'm looking for is whether or not it kind of goes with what I'm doing. And Return of the Jedi, outside of that Luke, that Jedi Luke, oh man, with that goofy head sculpt, oh man, that's probably the worst out of the ones that I've seen. But still, within the realm of Return of the Jedi, that's kind of where the majority of my figs come from. When I was doing and collecting my Black Series and trying to get it together. And then as you can see with the Bosch Leia and then with the Skiff Guard Lando, it's still Return of the Jedi. So I'm still on the same page even though it's years later. But, I'm sticking to my guns on what it is that I'm doing and how I do it with my collection all in general. So, you people, you know how we do it. I ain't going to hold you. Always, always stay in God's grace. And into the next run, hey yo, 100, no change. Peace.